So so again, if you look at the stuff that's been posted, there's definitely videos on output. But what I want to go over now is just the CTB file. So, because some of you guys are spending some time taking and adjusting the line weights, but then not sure how to sort of take that file with you. So what I'm going to show you is how to locate that file, where it places on the computer, and then how do we maybe take it with and then bring it back. Okay, so if we type in, let's see if, try that again. If we type in options, it can take us to where certain files are saved. Okay. And what I'm looking for, I should pause. So I'm not, from what I can tell here, so this is like raw, so there's a lot of files, right? Sort of support files. So it looks like this plot styles are saved under this sort of user 815 data blah blah blah, right? Does everybody see that? So if I come in here and highlight that, I can copy that link. Alright, so let me do that again. I type in options. Okay, I go to my printer support file path, plot style, and then I see the C, right? So this is like how we navigate, and if I click on it, I can highlight it, and then I can control C. Okay, now if I go to the Explorer here, the File Explorer or Windows Explorer, I can come here to the upper tab and control V, and it'll put the entire link, and then I hit enter, and it takes us right to where the CTB files are. Okay, so this is how we locate where the CTB files without like hunting like for it, right? So this file basically, unfortunately, every time you restart the computer has a card on it, and it locks down the computer. So when you come in here and you guys start destroying or customizing the computer, and you think like, wait for the next person to come. Every time you restart the computer, it resets it to a predetermined setup, right? So what happens is you can spend all the time you want on this laptop, and then when you come back and you say, oh, my CTB files should be there, my line weight, they're gone, right? It resets it. So we have to copy a file out and then bring it back. So we copy it, we put it on a jump drive, email it, and bring it back, okay? Does this make sense? So to show you how that works, we'll go to plot. We'll go to the CTB file here. I'm going to click here. And if we can do a couple things, actually. Sorry, I'm going to do a pull down. I'm going to make a new file. Okay? So I'm going to make a new CTB file. So I'm going to click on new. So I can use, let's start from scratch. And then we'll call it a name. So this will be ARC 173, say. And then what's going to happen is, as you're developing these, you might have like ARC 173 to a specific scale. Like 1 inch equals a foot. Right? So depending on what scale you plot, you're going to probably have different plot styles or plot configurations in line type. Does that make sense? Like drawing is 1/4 inch. It's probably going to meet a very different sort of thickness compared to maybe an inch. So say we're doing this. Do we know what scale this is at? 5/16. Okay, so let's just say it's 1/2 inch. So we can just say, we can't put backslash, I don't think, so we can do maybe 1, whatever makes sense for you, okay? And then I can just say finish, alright? So now I can see arc 173 1 to 2. So that maybe represents half inch. And then I can come here and change my line weights, right? So make this black. Right, save and close. Okay, so now I've edited this thing, right? So say I'm really happy with this. I'm going to preview it. Right, it's obviously too thick, but say whatever. I'm really happy with this, right? So I can go ahead and print it, right? And then I have this set up. So if I now say, okay, I'm really happy to print, but I want to take this with tonight. So I can type in options, go to my printer support files, plot styles. So I'm expanding this. I'm going here, click, and it's sort of like a click and like hesitate, and eventually it activates it. So I can Control C, which is copy, and then go to my Windows Explorer, go up here. I can just backspace it, clear that out, Control V, it puts the entire path, hit enter, and if I look here now, we have ARC 173 1 to 2 CTB. Okay, so then I can take this and say, I'm going to take this with me, I'm going to copy it, go throw it on my desktop. Oops. So there it is. I can throw this on my jump drive. Okay. And then I can go ahead, let's just rename it. So you can see what's going to happen. So I'm going to rename it as, say I go home, work on it, and it's a new version, so I might make it 1-2N or something, or give it a new name. So I just come back, I'm back in the lab, and now I want to dump it back into the correct location. So then I just go back to AutoCAD. I haven't memorized that link, right? So I got to go to options again. Go to the printer support, click here, open that. Yes. Come back here, Control V, enter. So here is where it needs to go, and then I can just come here, oops. I'm going to minimize this. Hit cancel, minimize this. So then I can just come here and grab this and dump it. Okay. So now it's into my resource location. So if I go back to AutoCAD. Now let's see if it shows up. If I type in plot, I come here. There's my ARC 173 1-2 new. Then this I'm really happy because everything I did at home I can now bring here. Okay, this is how you guys are going to transport your CTB files around. If you want to. I mean, the other option, you come in and you sort of make it new each time, but if that becomes annoying, as I can imagine. Okay.